It's been 1 year since a transgender woman was fatally stabbed at a Metro bus stop. Today, a vigil in Parker Jones' honor turned into a rally for justice. Richard Reeve was there, and he joins us now from the Satellite Center. And Richard, from my understanding, the victim's family is not too happy with the charges against the alleged attacker. Why is that?
Well, Candace, they're not. They believe this should be prosecuted as a hate crime. That is not happening as this case winds its way through the D.C. court system. But is an attack against a transgender person necessarily a hate crime? The family of Parker Jones says in this case the answer is yes, and they want the Justice Department to investigate.
And no matter how you feel.
On a freezing February night,
our hearts are still heavy, filled with grief.
Family, friends, and community leaders,
And there is no reason to take a life,
gathered at East Capitol and Sycamore to remember transgender murder victim Parker Jones.
It was sort of shocking to us. It was sort of a wake-up call.
It was 1 year ago, Saturday night, that Jones, just 23, was fatally stabbed in the head at this Metro bus stop. From witness accounts and using this surveillance video, police tracked down a suspect, 55-year-old Gary Montgomery, and arrested him on a second-degree murder charge.
The individual came across the street, just stabbed him.
A witness told police he saw Montgomery before the attack, that he appeared drunk or high, and that he was staring at Jones.
We think that he saw that Parker was transgender, and he exhibited hate.
But family members say prosecutors have declined to file hate crime charges against Montgomery. They want the U.S. Justice Department to investigate and take over the case.
Intent or motive is difficult to prove in any murder prosecution, much less in a hate crime situation.
Reverend Lori McPherson is a pastoral assistant who's also a Justice Department policy advisor. While not commenting on this specific case, she says defining a hate crime isn't easy.
It really depends on how the law is written in a particular jurisdiction and what the evidence of the case looks like.
Many at this vigil, though, believe questions about handling of the case need to be asked.
I think all the facts should be put on the table and then a decision reached as to why or why not this is or is not a hate crime.
Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office is declining to comment, but sources tell us to win a hate crime conviction, prosecutors would have had to prove Montgomery killed Jones specifically because he was transgender. Montgomery now faces a first-degree murder charge. If convicted, he faces a life sentence. We're told a hate crime conviction wouldn't add to his jail time. It's unclear when this case will go to trial. In the Satellite Center, Richard Reeve, ABC 7 News.
All right.